Welcome in this session. So in today's session, we'll give information about the papers, because in any artwork, the paper plays a very important role, because the paper who is taking all the forces that you are applying with the help of your pencils, the different materials, different tools, then it is paper's responsibility to keep that artwork on his surface. So which type of paper we should use for what kind of artwork? So before going further, I would like to tell you that everybody comfortable with different papers. So whatever I am telling right now, it is my experience. So you apply that information into your artwork and just experience that, and then you take your call and you accordingly change your paper. So whatever I am giving you the input right now, that is my experience. So I want you to learn from your experience too, so that you will enjoy your art very beautifully. Because behind artwork, the one more very important thing is enjoying that artwork. It is very important. Before starting session, I would like to give you information about how to understand the quality of the paper. So very basic term to find that is that the finding the GSM. So on any paper it is always mentioned about the GSM. So GSM is stand for grams square meter. So what is the weight of that paper? It is called as a GSM. So if you see in this paper, it is giving 270 GSM. So that means this paper has 270 grams per square meter of weight. So accordingly it changes. So first of all, when you are doing any practice, so for that I will refer you, please use very simple paper. Don't use very hard like this very weighted paper. Don't use that, because you are doing only just practice. So please respect paper, please respect nature, because we know that to building a paper we require to cut the trees and all that. So please respect that. So for any rough work and practice work, please use this basic paper, that printout papers, you use that, or any rough paper which is lying in your cupboard which are blank at the other side. So please use those kind of paper for the practice work. And for the artwork, please use little different quality paper. So if you are planning to do artwork with the help of pencils and all that, then you can refer this 90 GSM, 95 GSM paper. If you let me zoom on that, showing 95 GSM paper. So like that, the paper which I am using for my various artwork, it is of 95 to 100 GSM paper. So let me show you the same paper. So this is paper which I am using for my all animal artwork. So this is of in between 90 to 100 GSM. I don't know exactly what GSM this paper has, but I can guarantee that it is between 90 to 100 GSM. So that is enough for detailed artwork. So if suppose if you use little bit low quality, low grade paper, then what will be the problem? So for example, if I would like to give you this example, this deer example, if you observe this image, then you will come to know, if I started this artwork very initial. This was my first animal project. Sorry, not this was my first project, my animal, this elephant was my first animal project which I did. I started in this lockdown. Then I come to realize that because of this paper is very thin, that when I try to do more and more artwork, it is not giving that more effect and it is start deteriorating. So that is the problem with the if you use very thin paper and all that. So please, if you are planning to any detailed artwork, then please try to avoid this kind of thin paper. Then go for 90 or 100 GSM paper. Then next point is that when I started, like I told you earlier, this 95 or 100 GSM paper, then I get little bit more control over the paper. So if you are planning to do work with the help of pencil and all that, please try to take the paper with which has a little bit less texture on it. Don't take smooth paper. So for example, this is very smooth paper. So the difference between is that when you have the smooth paper, your pencil will not get grip on that paper. So it will not give you the grip, because you want some small friction between paper and your pencil tip. And if you have that small friction, then you will enjoy that art. I can't explain that unless and until you experience that, what I want to say. So please, when you go next time to the art shop, please try to bring different grade of papers and try to apply strokes, and try to apply. At that time you don't need to try very big strokes and all that. Try to make color in small area and try to see how you are enjoying that. So the main purpose is to enjoy. You have to enjoy that artwork, then only that artwork will become more beautiful. So my suggestion is, you please take little bit textured paper. Don't take very smooth paper. It will not give you the grip and you will not enjoy that process. So that is my first that is my tips. For simple, for practice work, you can use definitely you can use the smooth paper, like the paper which you use for printout and all that. For that texture paper is not required at all. For detailed artwork only it is required. So if you observe this paper carefully, let me try to zoom that and show you. It has some texture on it. So, but the problem is that in this paper it has very more texture than compared to the normal paper. It has more texture, so it will also create a problem. So for example, let me show you. I will just create a color. And because it has a texture, it is not completely plain color. It has, I can zoom there. Yes, you can find in between. See, small white dots are there because it has a texture. So I try to avoid this kind of paper for pencil work, because it will then, because I try to do in very small detail, small areas. So if this has unevenness, then it will create a problem. So paper should have texture, but not very big texture or very thick texture. So that is my advice. It is up to you. You can also try this kind of paper. If you are comfortable with this kind of paper, then please go with as per your comfortness. Then very next tip, the next point I would like to cover in this session is that you can go with this kind of books also, which has a 95 to 9500 GSM paper, and these are very good paper. This is the same paper I am using for my artwork, so you can use that. And if you are interested in watercolor, then you have to go for 250 to 300 GSM paper. So this book is of 300 GSM paper. Let me show you that. Yeah, you can see here this has a 300 GSM, but this book is a little bit expensive. This book, I think it is a 325 rupees book, but it has a very, because definitely it has very thick paper, so that's why it is very thick. That's why it is little bit expensive. So whenever you are planning artwork in watercolor, then use this kind of 300 or 250 plus GSM paper. The reason behind is that when you are using a watercolor, at that time it contains water, and you know that when water falls on a paper, that paper start absorbing that water. So the paper should absorb that water, at the same time it should retain as a paper also. If you use very thin paper, then you know what will happen, that paper will become very glitchy and that kind of thing. So for watercolor artwork, if you want to planning to do, you can use this kind of 300 to 50 plus GSM paper, or you can apply on canvas also. So this is that's it in this session. So next time please plan paper according to your artwork, and Please try to do 3-4 sketching on the same paper and then make a judgment. Don't make a judgment only on first artwork or second artwork, and make judgment depending on your experience, not on the what outcome came. Just make a decision on your experience, how you enjoy that process. If you enjoy that process, then might be on first day that artwork is not that grateful, but over a period of time your artwork will definitely come very beautiful because you enjoy that process. So in making artwork, enjoyment of that art is also very, very important. So please, whenever next time you go in art shop, please try to purchase 2-3 types of with the different GSM paper, and please try to make artwork and then make a judgment. So that's it for this session. So see you in the next session. Till the time, happy sketching and bye bye.